And on this week's podcast, friends don't let friends
wear the wrong colors,
sleep on the futon,
drink stevia sweetened drinks.
Oops. Hello and welcome to
Good for You.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Good for You, a podcast about the things we ghosted, the purchases that haunt us, and the best products, services, and industry happenings in the wellness, well-being, and spiritual space. We're going to give you a healthy little dose of fun. We're going to talk about the things that are happening in pop culture, the ones that got away, the things in our cart that are haunting us or ghosting us, our strong opinions
that are loosely held. We like to call this the Grext.
The group text.
The group text in your ear. So come say hello. Join us in the audio Grext, where friends don't let friends get scammed.
Oh, I smell fruity.
You might hate it.
I mean, that's my brand, kind of. I taste stevia.
Yeah. You're like, all I taste is stevia.
I taste a lot of stevia. It's sort of like a berries and cream flavor.
A discerning palate.
It's bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it.
Mm.
I don't hate
Ladies
it.
and gents, that's a step above the rest.
Okay.
I know what mine is.
Right, you do know what it is. You picked
No
it.
surprises here. I picked this one. I'll reveal it.
What? Yeah, reveal it.
Root beer? Okay, so spring water, acacia coconut nectar, natural flavor, vanilla, stevia, salt, monk fruit, vitamin C, coconut. I have no idea how they make it taste like.
Does it taste like root beer?
Kind of, but it's not as good as
Olipop?
No.
Nobody
There's
is.
Nobody is.
Nobody is.
Should we just give everything up and do
Yeah.
Olipop?
yeah. Just Olipop only.
Well, they're so sugary and so much fiber.
So much fiber.
to
I
be near
made
a
a meme
bathroom.
about that today on the Instagram. Did you see it?
Yes.
Do not have 2 Olipops in one day
No.
unless you want to shit your pants.
Yeah. Unless you're on an Olipop cleanse. But that's
good.
usually how I am with things. I have to overdo it until I hate it.
Same.
It's a good reveal,
Same.
right?
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of sexy to just like slowly unzip it.
This
This is good. Okay. Oh, Blackberry Rebel.
Okay, they make
milks.
they do.
I like their milks. You know, I would be interested in us moving into the milk category in the
I've
future.
heard. But it's hard to do it without caffeine.
But it would be good content.
All right, milk's coming right up. Notes taken.
Caffeinated milk.
Yeah, so this is by the company Rebel. They normally make reishi coffee.
And they're fucking
matcha.
good, but they're
actually
expensive.
are good.
They're really good. Yeah, this is an interesting sort of foray.
It's quite stevia centered. How many stevia leaves would you give this?
I mean,
Out of
100. There's so much stevia in it. We
Would
got
you
We got to
drink
move
it
away
again?
from stevia. Big
Yeah.
stevia owns
No
it owns the beverage category.
It owns. I thought it might be far enough down on the list, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If there's a drop in it, you're gonna taste it.
Yeah, it's like the Princess and the Pea, man. Like,
Yeah.
you can feel it.
Yeah.
Even at the very, very bottom of the
Yeah.
list. Boy, oh boy, am I seeing a lot of
Links.
law links about Airbnb lately. They're like in the news so much. And I saw like 2 stories, both on Washington Post, that were like completely antithetical to each other. One was like so pro Airbnb. One was like so anti Airbnb, which I guess is kind of good coming from the same publication, but also confusing.
The Airbnb news cycle is raging.
It really is. Brian Chesky, hold on to your butt.
Yeah.
We're hot gossiping about you.
And your dog, Sophia? I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Side note. Just like, wait, before we get into
What's
before
going on
we
there?
get into good for who,
Whom?
do you think that Brian Chesky has like relationship issues? Like, do you think that he has trouble committing? Because he seems like an eligible bachelor, seems like a great guy, but he's single.
I think that we don't like single people.
No, I like single people.
No, in society, our default point is why are they single? But they're
Fair.
single. Wait, he's single. She's single. Why are they? Maybe he's
Obviously.
married to work and Sophia.
That's what I
His
was
dog.
asking. Is he married to work? Work won't love you back.
He is kind of hard to pin down. You would need to be probably just on his schedule.
I've dated a startup bro before. It was
Yes.
impossible. Okay, well, I hope you're happy, Brian.
I hope you're happy.
Everyone's just so
Single.
happy.
with your cute dog and
just
your successful
traipsing
business.
across the world.
I mean,
no, genuinely, I
don't
hope
know.
you're happy.
Yeah.
But I always feel like people who are super high achievers, I'm like, there's something wrong with you.
I mean,
What are you searching for? Where are you looking for love? Why are you looking for work to love you back? And I'm saying this as a super high achiever.
I was like,
it's the same reason I give people side eye who run marathons. I'm like, what are you running from? I was also you.
I've been there.
Yeah. And I know what I was running from.
Takes one to know one.
Yep, it's true.
So in the news,
Airbnb.
there are
Big three stories.
three.
Yeah.
There is big three stories. That's grammar, sentence structure.
Me is good pod.
Yeah. And these stories are about their new working remote policies, as well as the fact that there are more vacant Airbnbs than there are vacant apartments in New York City. And they also just released a summer release.
What? Okay, yes. So we're asking, good for who? Whomst?
Airbnb in general?
Like, yeah, Airbnb in the world.
As it stands
contextually right now, today.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Okay, so the two conflicting stories that I saw this week on Washington Post were, one, there are now more vacant Airbnbs than there are apartments available in New York City.
Right.
Which is indicative of the housing crisis and how impossible it is to find a place to live in a place like New York, which was already impossible to find a place to live in before Airbnb.
Yeah.
And that's really intense and scary. There are less than 8,000 available apartments in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. And there were nearly 11,000 Airbnb rentals, entire home Airbnb rentals available in New York City.
What this made me think is I want to see what that is for Vancouver, for San Francisco, for Tokyo, for
I bet it's just as bad.
LA. I would imagine here it's just as bad. Not to diminish this, it's just this is a crisis globally. I know this is an issue in Toronto too.
Same.
So they did really well with the clickbait. This article circled the internet quickly. And not to say it doesn't have value. I think it was just missing some context for me globally.
Yeah, but I think the big story just in the United States right now is the housing crisis, and it has been for a while. You know, I just saw that the average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment in the United States is $1,850.
It's insane.
$1,850 for a 1-bedroom apartment.
It's crazy.
And I think minimum wage puts you at like $1,200 a month that you're making.
Yeah.
If you're working full time, like you can't even afford to live.
No.
It's bananas.
It's insane.
But on the other end, total opposite end of the spectrum. So of course this story is like people being like, burn down Airbnb, cancel Airbnb. But on the other side, Airbnb just has like made this global policy where everyone who works there, all 6,000 people, can work remote for 3 months at a time. And typically when you move locations, like if you were living in LA and your salary was $70,000 and then you're like, bye, I'm moving to Oklahoma, your employer would be like, well, it's way cheaper to live in Oklahoma. So now we're going to pay you $50,000 because that's actually like pay parity for where you live. So Airbnb is not doing that. They're like erasing those borders effectively state by state. They're going to, I think, keep it to like country. And everyone can work remote if they want.
Which is amazing.
It's really cool.
I mean, I think that points to just the changing workforce and like what is an office, what is going quote unquote back to work that we're right in the thick of right now. And I guess it should be interesting to see how other companies compete with that. Because then I'm like, are you just lowering everyone's pay overall? Does that mean there's less upward mobility in terms of raises for the long term? Probably.
Definitely. We're also moving into a recession, and a lot of these big tech companies are going to go through huge firing waves. If you haven't been paying attention to the news at Netflix, they laid off like a large number of people, and that's only going to continue to happen in big tech because big tech is not making money the way it used to make money. So there are going to be tons of layoffs in like very cushy jobs that people are used to getting paid a lot of money for.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it usually happens first in the creative sector, which is actually a mistake, but coming from a creative.
You're fucking stupid, but yeah, no, totally. But also kind of interesting and cool that Airbnb, apparently like 50% of their trips that people are booking are over 2-week stays.
That's cool.
So a lot of people, it sounds like, are wanting to work remote or find a place and stay for a while and work there. And it reminds me a lot of like the sort of nomadic culture that we had in maybe like from 2010 to pre-pandemic, which was like millennials being like, oh, I can't afford rent, but I'm going to go be like a digital nomad and I'll go live in Bali for a little bit because I can totally afford to live there and work remotely. And like, let me make lemons out of lemonade and not being able to, get paid a living wage to be in the city, but I can travel.
Yeah.
Great. Sort of like glamorizing houselessness.
Well, I also remember when an Airbnb was first becoming popular. I don't know if your parents were like this, but my parents were like, what?
Oh my gosh.
It was the same thing with Uber and Lyft. It was like, you're going to get into a stranger's car.
I literally remember where I was standing. I was in the basement of Lululemon in 2010 when one of my friends told me that she was going around Colombia and was going to be doing Airbnb. And I was like, what is that? And you're going by yourself?
Yeah.
And she was like my age, probably like 20. And she was like, yeah, you just like sleep on people's couches. And I was like, you're going to get murdered.
That was like when couch surfing, like just before Airbnb.
Yes.
What was that site called?
I cannot remember, but it was like, it was a couch
literally
surfing.
couch surfing. It was like hostels, but like your living room.
Yes. And that's actually kind of what Airbnb was when it first started too, is like you could be on someone's couch technically. There was like no rules.
Also, especially at that age and that time in your life, you're like, fuck it, whatever.
Totally. It's just like, you're going to get murdered.
Oh yeah. There was that.
But it's amazing like how much they've really changed. I mean, I would go look on Airbnb before I'd go look for a hotel, but now that's really changed for me because Airbnbs are way more expensive than hotels.
Yeah, the cleaning fee alone is sometimes the cost of a night stay at a decent hotel.
And I can use my points at a hotel.
It's true. I wonder who they're going to partner with because they definitely have something in the works. Like, I wonder if it's going to be Visa or...
Hope it's Amex.
Yeah, that's got to be coming.
But I mean, Airbnb also, yes, responsible for a housing, maybe not responsible, but contributing to the housing crisis. But it was also like its origin was in response to the housing crisis where people are like, I can't afford my apartment by myself. Let me rent out my couch. Or like, let me, I have a spare bedroom. Let me rent out the bedroom. And then I can have, a 2-bedroom apartment in the city, which I never would have been able to afford. Even like my husband bought his house and there's a back house on it. And for a really long time, he rented it out on Airbnb. And that's what helped pay his mortgage.
Right.
And
also it's, yes, Airbnb has proliferated and made this easier for people, but this was still happening before. It was just happening on many different sites. It wasn't as easy to access. It was more convoluted. Mm-hmm. It was more complicated, but people were still renting out like rooms all the time.
100%. That's so normal. Like having even a boarding house is so normal, especially like in the brownstones of the city. When people would buy one, they'd often rent it out every floor out and live on one floor. This isn't like a new concept necessarily, but it is interesting that Airbnb is like the scapegoat for it.
It is interesting to see how this is flipped, and now it's flipping again. I saw this article that someone had listed a tent on a concrete slab in Dublin, and people thought it was a joke. And so someone had written in to the renter being like, is this a joke, to make a point of just the cost of living in Dublin and how hard it is to rent? And the guy, he responded that it was not a joke, though he had also a comfortable couch in the living room. Back to couch surfing days 101.
Okay.
But he has since deleted the listing. I guess he was just getting too much flack for the tent. But it further points to another big city where it's not only not affordable to visit and rent, but also just to live.
And I think about all the people who were living in an apartment during the pandemic and maybe lost their jobs, or maybe got downsized, or maybe left their jobs, or maybe got sick. And all of a sudden, now they have long COVID, or they are in a different career, but they're living in the same place and they can't afford to live there anymore. Or their rent continues to go up, and maybe their salary isn't increasing at the same rate. And like, what are you going to do? It is, it's tough out there. I mean, poor millennials, man, making lemons out of lemonade since the 90s.
So here's the thing. Airbnb has also released.
Oh, yeah. What's their summer release?
So I went to the website because I wanted to create a wish list for you and your travels.
For me?
Your upcoming travel. There was a pop-up video because they have a summer release, and they said, would you like to watch the video? And I was like, 6 minutes. That's long. But I can do it for this because they never do that. Yeah. So there's summer release. I'm like, really what this should be called is high inflation summer.
No.
Or something. High priced Airbnb summer. But as part of their release, they introduce Airbnb categories, split stays, and air cover, which is just a rebrand. I came to find out.
Yeah. Like, I feel like all these things were things they already had.
Yes. But the curation on the site has improved markedly.
Yes.
Which is cool. You can now search by camping, countryside, desert, castles.
Yes.
OMG, caves.
I actually saw this when we were looking at, so everyone who's listening, the Holisticism team is going to Italy. We're going on vacation, fact-finding mission, working a little bit, retreat situation. And I was looking at other places to stay, and they had these they have a specific name. It's not a finca, because I know that's what's on Ibiza, but it's like the Italian version of that.
Right.
Like this stone, it kind of looks like a Hogan, which is the Native American stone dwelling.
Yeah.
But they had a specific category just for that. And you could look at every house that was built that way. It was so cool.
It's so cool. And they have windmills. They have every type of structure
what you want.
can think of.
That's what you want. You want to be able to look back the cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that curation alone, I think, is going to change the game.
What other categories do you wish that they had?
Actually, I wish they had a haunted category.
Ooh. Oh, I totally wish
Haunted
they
houses? Come on.
Who doesn't want a spooky stay?
Fast forward, that's exactly what their content plan is for October. Just sell out haunted houses across the world.
Okay, if they do, sponsor us. Because we could do haunted house instead of haunted cart.
Haunted pod in the haunted house.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly.
Exactly. Well, the categories are pretty great, but they also have this split stay feature, which I think is cool.
Okay, so that makes it easy for you to be pay me money because we're all going to be staying here.
Well, you can do that, but it's also, these are the dates I want to go to this city, this town, this location. Find me 2 different unique places to stay within those dates.
That's cool. I bet people do that all the time. I do that.
So I like that. Airbnb cover is just their insurance policy that they've always had. They just rebranded it to make it more obvious.
Cool.
Because they're competing with VRBO. But all this to say, I think the sleeper hit of all of this is that Airbnb is now just an unreal search engine. It's just a great place to search and learn about a place that you maybe want to go. You get to see some of the most beautiful homes. You also get to see where you can stay for the cheapest. You get to see in people's homes and backyards. I think it's such a great way to search the globe in a whole new way, especially with their content curation, their experiences. Yeah. So I just think it's one of the hottest search engines out there.
Yeah, Airbnb has come back from the brink of death so many times. Yeah. It's pretty remarkable. They've got a really strong team over there. But who's this good for? Who's Airbnb in its current iteration sort of pushing digital nomad life, study abroad but for adults, renting your house out so you can afford to pay your rent? Who's it good for?
I think it's good for mobile upper middle class.
I think that's right. And Brian Chesky.
Yes. And Sophia, his dog.
What has Airbnb changed your perspective on?
Hot tubs. You always need one.
Yeah. Subway tile.
Oh, okay. Like that. Aesop soap.
Concrete floors.
Fuck yeah. Shower pressure.
Smeg refrigerators.
Oh, that they suck?
Yeah, they do suck.
But
and they're
cheap.
so small.
Yeah. They look cute. The power of a handwritten note.
Good Wi-Fi.
Quality sheets.
Air conditioning.
Bathroom etiquette.
Cleanliness.
Yes, exactly. What is meant by a bed?
Quote unquote.
Or sleeps too.
Right.
Quote unquote.
Sleeps too is, remember our Airbnb in Joshua Tree where they're like, this couch is totally a bed and it totally sleeps too. And it's no, it doesn't.
They're like, this is a nap pod. Barely a couch.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I have a sexy unique scam.
I'm ready.
Okay, we've talked about it on the podcast.
We
So I was
did.
going to ask you, have you heard of getting your colors done? But I know you have.
Now I need to get them professionally.
You
done,
need to get them.
apparently.
I think you need to get them done. So I have been, it's a very 80s concept of are you a winter, a spring, a summer,
Yeah.
a fall, an autumn? And growing up, my mom was like, oh, you're totally a winter. You're such a winter because I have green eyes and dark brown hair and I'm very pale. And I just didn't like all the colors that are supposed to go with winter. I just don't feel like they're flattering on me.
Are they cool tones?
Yes, they're cool tones.
yeah.
And I'm like, I have yellow skin. My
I have the
yellow
undertone.
undertones in my skin, I'm not a pinky person. I just don't think that's flattering on me. So I've been treating myself as an autumn for a while. I even dyed my hair red. Well, I finally bit the bullet because I could not tell the fucking difference between all these colors.
Yeah.
I tried every app. I tried putting my face in all of them, and I was like, I look horrible in all these. Like, I have no
None
colors.
work.
I'm black and white.
I will wear gray.
I'm shades of gray. Exactly. I'm grayscale. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just pay for this thing. And let's see what I end up getting. A professional person who does this for a living, who can tell me all the shit. So I ended up doing it. I got my results back.
And?
So basically I had to send in like 5 pictures of myself in good light, like without makeup, and then like other pictures of me in the wild, basically. So I sent in my pictures. I get my results back. They sent me a very detailed packet.
Whoa.
They actually like, I should send it to you. They sent me like basically walking through like all the colors and like, do you see how you look with this and this color and how that actually brings out like the ruddiness in your skin? So that's not good for you. And like how this actually makes you like fall back. But when you look at this, it actually like brightens you up and it like makes your features pop. So it was kind of cool to like see those comparisons because I was like, oh, now I do see that.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely see that more. Like I can definitely tell which colors are not mine, but I'm a vivid winter.
Vivid winter.
And they're like, you look better in silver. I only pretty much exclusively wear gold jewelry.
You're like, gotta fucking change it up.
Yeah.
I'm scared they'll say that about me.
I know.
That I should wear silver.
But then I did some more research and they're like, no, it's okay. You can wear gold as long as it's shiny.
Yeah, not like brassy.
Exactly. Yeah. And all my colors are like the opposite colors of what I have in my closet. Every single thing.
Wait, do you like the colors?
I mean, I don't dislike them, but they're just not, they're very
they?
bright
What's an
colors.
example?
Like Kelly green. Actually, let me pull them up
Kelly
here.
green is sick. I feel like everyone who worked at American Apparel or walked into American Apparel, if they didn't know what Kelly green was, they knew. once they left.
They learned. And there's like some pastel colors where I'm like, I don't know about that. And then pink, nope. But like
you
I
would
wear
look good in it, even though I know that I could see you not liking it.
not my style, but that's okay. And then like a lemon color, which I was like, interesting. And then they sent me the makeup for Vivid
that
Winters.
Makes sense.
And I'm
I
like,
could see that.
okay, those are the opposite of the colors that I typically wear, like completely of the makeup that I own. So now I'm going to have to give my makeup just, I can still wear it, but like these are the most flattering colors on me. So I started wearing this makeup over the weekend.
Yeah.
And when I saw you, you're like, you look great.
Yeah. You're like, God damn, it's confirmed.
Exactly. But I'm like, I even wrote to them because I was like, I don't think that I'm this color. Like, sorry. I don't think that I'm a vivid winter. I have yellow undertones in my skin. I'm not like peachy pink. They're like, it's okay. They wrote back to me and they're like, you can have yellow undertones in your skin and still be a vivid winter.
Yeah.
Here's why.
Oh,
and I was like,
they
okay.
doubled down.
Yeah. She was like, it's because your hair is dark and your eyes are light. And I was like, well, this isn't my natural hair color. But my hair is naturally very dark brown. So I am pleased and I'm going to try doing it. I'm going to try
wearing it. I have a challenge for them. If you were to send them like half magic makeup,
yes.
which is all like very intense colors.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they would suggest the pink.
She was like cool tones, which is I thought I was a warm tone person.
Wow. Your whole life has changed.
Everything's different. So TBD if it's a scam or not, because I don't really think I look.
The jury's still out.
When I wear like cool toned eyeshadow, I don't think it looks good on me. I think it makes me look kind of sick. But maybe I don't know what cool tones are. I don't know. So I'm going to try
back
it.
to color theory.
But also, I think it's one of those things that you can't be too rigid about.
Yeah.
Right? Where you're like, I'm not throwing away my clothes that are different colors. It's just like the whole point they wrote in this big packet they gave me. It was a great experience. Was like, your colors make you shine. Like your features shine. And there are some, sometimes that you don't want that. Sometimes you want to be, you want to fade in the background.
I don't want to be perceived. I'm not in this
Honestly,
world.
most of the time I don't want to be perceived. So I get why I'm not using these colors.
Yeah.
But I did find it really interesting. So I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to try and wear more of those colors close to my face and try wearing my makeup that way and just see how it feels and how I feel like I look.
And would you recommend somebody try it? Even though the jury's still out on whether you like it, would you recommend this to a friend?
I 100% would.
Okay.
The consultation was I didn't have to like hop on a phone call with someone,
You
which
just
I
sent in photos.
love.
Yeah.
Yes. Love. Absolutely love that.
Yeah.
And then they got back to me on email. It wasn't like this anonymous person.
That's great.
So that was great. And I liked the packet that they sent me. And then they send you actually in the mail reference cards that you can like
That's
put in your
nice.
wallet when you're shopping. So
That's
I just
smart.
saved them on my phone.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of cool to be able to have and be like, oh yeah, what are my colors?
Like, we are an analog company.
yeah, I was like, I appreciate that.
That's nice.
I love a prop.
Yeah.
You know?
Who doesn't?
I think it's cool. I think it was really hard for me to figure out what my colors were.
I'm like, now I gotta try this.
I know. I actually wrote to them and I was like, can I have a code?
Yeah, you got a discount?
Because I'm going to talk about you guys because
Yeah.
this is cool. So we'll put an addendum in if we do.
Stay tuned.
So sexy unique scam? No, I think it's a sexy unique stan.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was a scam, but you know.
The 70s are coming back.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
There has been something that's been haunting our carts.
Many carts. The carts and hearts of you.
Collective
listeners.
haunted cart. So it's about to be the craziest summer of travel.
How many weddings do you have this summer?
I actually don't. And someone else asked me that. And I was like, I feel sorry for myself. No, I actually don't. Love weddings.
You're
but
31, right?
Yes. I would say a lot of my friends have not gotten married.
That was the same with me. None of my college friends are married.
Yeah, like a lot of people in long-term relationships, but for various reasons, like even have kids, but haven't gotten married, like still plan to eventually, but...
I think 2020 really fucked some shit up.
Yes.
Fucked up some time plans.
Yes, exactly. So I don't have the money, but I am traveling
You
for
probably
other
will
reasons.
in like a next summer.
I do have a lot of like baby showers
That's
and
interesting.
bachelorette, so it's like still related.
Yeah. And then next summer will be your summer of weddings.
This is true.
But either way, it's a summer of travel. Because think about it, this time last year, we were just getting vaccines.
I know. I haven't been back to the homeland almost in a year.
That's
Almost.
a long time.
That's a
Yeah,
long
that's you're at your
COVID stuck me here.
yeah, at your summer house, your
Yeah.
cabin house.
That's true.
Yeah.
In the city of T-Dot. The old school way to say it. I don't know what people say now. But if you haven't been pushed an ad for Cadence
Absolutely.
travel pods,
Inundated.
or maybe you've seen in one of your newsletters or publications a review about them, they have snuck into your algorithm or into your texts.
It's true. And we actually got a DM from one of our dear listeners. We love when you DM us and you're like, is this a sexy unique scam? I can't stop thinking about it. So thank
Shout
you.
out to Jess Smith.
Jess, you're the MVP of the podcast episode. And Jess was like, should I buy this or not? It is haunting me. Help. And then I posted that DM and I
Yeah.
got so many more DMs of people who were like, oh my God, same. Like, why are these
shouldn't
things $74? Literally.
insane.
So we actually, funnily enough, we recorded a podcast episode on this and then we trashed it like probably 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? I didn't have anything funny to say.
Hopefully we do now.
Oh, no pressure.
Well, props to their PR team, seriously, because whoever is handling their PR has got them in literally on every list, every travel list, every publication has somehow figured out some way to make a story about them.
Yep. Do you want me to tell you what I know about the company?
Yes, let's go. Let's
Okay.
hear it.
So first, the website is keepyourcadence.com, and they are pushing themselves as a quote unquote travel and wellness company, not as a container store for millennials, which is what I called it when I was texting with my friend, but
Imagine
travel
they
and
call
wellness.
themselves that.
Container store for Gen Z.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
But as a millennial being called a millennial, you'd probably be like turned off. No?
I think it's passe to call something for millennials now. It's like, oh, that's like calling something for boomers.
You are out of the market.
You are old.
Aged out.
Yeah, I just want to flag this travel and wellness thing because the company Away also pegged themselves as a travel and wellness company when they first got started. They were a travel company first and a wellness company before they were a luggage company or a CPG company.
What was the argument for wellness?
That they were like making people's travel experiences better, improving their quality of life.
The term wellness has been so corrupted.
It really has.
There's so many things. It's like, we are a jewelry wellness company.
Exactly. We're a blood diamond wellness company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just think that's interesting. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. It was founded by a woman named Steph Hahn, who actually has a BFA in dance. Go off. We love to see a dance major thriving. I think from Skidmore, I can't remember. And they raised a seed round in May of 2021. I actually remember listening to Steph talk about her product on what's the app where the chat room app.
Ethan loves it. Right?
Ethan loves it. Yeah. What's the name? Clubhouse.
Yes.
Probably like summer of 2020. So she's been building this for a while. And the product are basically these, they call them honeycombs, and they're these little 1/2 ounce containers. They hold 0.56 ounces of material. And they're made out of 20% recycled ocean-bound plastic and 30% excess manufacturing material. Do not know what that is. They are BPA free, and they are quote unquote guaranteed 100% actually leak-proof, watertight, and airtight, which we will put an asterisk next to that, and we're going to come to back to that because no. And you can fill them with any personal care product, from retinol to a serum to shampoo to your vitamins, whatever. And the thing about them is that they're cute because they come in different colors. For $6, you can get them at the affordable price of $74.
What's that, like $12 a thing?
That's 3 ounces. 3 ounces for
That's
74.
3 nights of face cream on my face.
Literally. I am dry.
Yeah.
I'm
a
parched.
raisin over here.
So they're kind of expensive. Do you want to know their stats of their website? Okay. So for since November, well, their traffic was highest in November of 2020. They were hovering around 130 visits per month. And now they're down to like nearly 100,000 visits per month, 106,000. And people generally visit about 2 pages every time they go to the website, but their bounce rate is pretty high. It's 49%. The average visit duration is 3 minutes, which is a long time to be on a website.
I think that's because it's part of your tab network that's happening.
Where you just like open it and you're like, I'll come back to that later. That's a good question. I actually think about that a lot because there are some tabs that I've had open for like 3 weeks. I'm like, man, I'm really fucking their average visit duration numbers up.
Exactly.
Normally, if I were just like looking at this as an e-com company, I would say they probably have a pretty high conversion rate just because that is a long period of time to like be on a website. You're definitely shopping, but I don't know how many people add to cart and then ghost. It sounds like a lot because a lot of people wrote to us and were like, these are in my cart, but I have not bought them yet because they're so expensive.
Also, from my experience of watching anyone who's used them, they don't seem to be cracked up to what they actually do seem cracked.
There we go.
Because apparently they crumble under the pressure of a flight.
Can't do that.
You
can't biff it.
No, you can't. You are literally.
You gotta have an athlete's mindset. You can't screw the pooch, man.
You can't crumble under the pressure.
Keep your eye on the ball.
Yeah. I've just seen a ton of cracked cadence pods, and I'm not into it. I immediately was like, those look cheap. They are cheap.
Yes.
And they are.
Yep.
And I think they're also doing a greenwashing thing where they're saying
100% agree with you on that.
like 50% of the plastic that they use is virgin, which is
a lot.
so much. And then the other 50%, love this, recycled ocean-bound plastic. Yeah, I guess all plastic is ocean-bound at this point. So what they're just doing when it's recycled plastic is they're like picking up the scraps and the bits of the previous product that was made and then taking that and forming it into the product. So it's basically like saying, I didn't use all the flour in this bag, so the fact that I'm saving it, I'm actually recycling.
That's exactly that 30% excess manufacturing material probably comes from their manufacturing floor.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. It's total greenwashing. And that's also, to be honest with you, the recycled plastic part is probably why these things are cracking under pressure, because plastic loses over time, it loses its durability. So it becomes less and less strong. That's why glass and aluminum are the best things to recycle, because they don't lose their durability as quickly. Like you can recycle glass infinite times and it won't get thinner and thinner, but plastic is not the same. So I know that their like mission is to get rid of single-use plastic. But if they're cracking when you use them, then this is just a single-use plastic product.
And they're just not durable, period. I think to try and fix plastic with plastic seems just
You can't fight fire with fire.
Just a little messed up.
They sure are cute, though.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not going to do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not going to do it. I did it.
I did find a dupe for $9.
Oh.
It doesn't look cute, though, so it's not fully a dupe.
Okay.
But Nalgene makes like a travel kit of all these different sizes.
Nalgene?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I kind of actually prefer them because you can see what's in them.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
going to say. Like, I would hate this because
Yeah.
I'd be like, where the fuck is my serum? And I'd open everything but the serum, and
Exactly.
I'd be so annoyed.
And because apparently the labels will rub off on the top, so you can't see what it was labeled as because it's like gray on plastic,
Right.
whatever. So I prefer these $9 travel kit from Nalgene, which gives
Wow.
you a bunch of sizes.
Okay, that's
And
cool.
I'm into it.
Oh, I see. The travel kit with bag.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or medium travel kit, or I guess that's all they have. Medium and with bag.
Wait, I like that 2 of these look like they're little pea cups.
Yeah, exactly. Like sample cups.
Yeah.
They probably are. They're reusing them.
There you go. It's innovative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It just doesn't seem worth it.
yeah, also there are lots of products that like especially like facial products that require a pump. And if you're like pumping your expensive whatever serum into this little honeycomb thing, how do you get it all out? Like, I want to get every last drop out. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave anything behind inside that little container,
True.
you know? Plus, like a lot of skincare products, when they're exposed to air is when they grow bacteria and they degrade, like vitamin C. So you can't really put them in something like this because it's going to be exposed to the air every time you open it. And then it kind of defeats the purpose of like using that product.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's probably good for your vitamins.
It's probably fine for your CeraVe lotion.
Although I've seen some really cool, we're big pill people. Ethan has like, you know, a giant thing of pills that he has to take every single day. So I'm always on the lookout for like cool
A
pill
cute
holders.
one, yeah.
And there are tons of cute ones.
Oh, you found cute ones?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of cute ones.
There are tons of cute ones. When I was taking a bunch of pills every day, when I was diagnosed with epilepsy, my mom got me like, I felt like geriatric. She would like get me these old person morning
Like
and night
full-
pill.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, and they were just huge and like were just embarrassing to like hold in my backpack. But now things are so cute. So
Send me the cute ones. Link
Okay,
the cute
I'll
ones.
send- I'll-
Because
I'll
I
link
was
the cute
looking the
ones.
other day and I couldn't find them.
there are some really cute ones. It's like similar to, it reminds me of keyboards, like custom
Nice,
keyboards
yeah.
that are like really cute, where it's like, this is a nerdy thing, but you can really like brighten someone's life by making it a better experience.
Absolutely.
I think we need more of that. Like
well, I think that's
less
what
of
they're
this
trying
greenwashing.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think the design isn't bad. The materials seem to not hold up.
How could you fix that?
I'm not really sure if the size seems that great.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would actually keep the design. I think the intention is great
Mm-hmm.
and that there's a need for this, obviously, but it also just seems like a weird way to solve it with the same material that's causing a lot of this issue and like creating more plastic when it's like, I don't think we really need any more plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough because the most eco-friendly thing would be to not make anything new.
Exactly. Which you could use like recycled empty containers of products.
Totally.
Like
Absolutely.
there are a lot of
That's what I
containers
that's what I
that
do.
work. Yeah.
I don't really.
Yeah.
Also, we've talked about this on the podcast before, but like we both prefer travel size
This is true.
options a lot of the time when it comes to like beauty products because
Which is
you just
not great for the environment though.
But is it better or worse than throwing away product before
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that goes bad?
Right, that
Because-
you don't use.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's hard to know.
It's tough stuff.
It's tough and it's not great.
So, haunted cart, buy at your own,
Discretion.
I guess.
I mean, as I was looking at them, I was like, yes, they are cute. I am tempted by the
Same,
design
Same.
because it's fun to have pretty things in your toiletries, but it just does not seem worth it. These are expensive.
They're really expensive. I would rather spend $75 on something else.
Many other things.
What about like not a plastic bag, but like almost like a cake decorating bag where you
Yeah.
can like squeeze out the product?
You just make it yourself. You just cut.
Get those stacker bags or
Yeah.
stasher bags. And then like Stasher actually should do that. They should have a
They
little
should.
like a nozzle
Yeah.
that you can
Open and close.
yes, and that you can like almost like a toothpaste sort of like unscrew it.
Yeah.
And then it could be flat, the stasher
Yeah.
bag. So that would be really easy for you to pack
Yeah.
with whatever liquids inside. And then you could squeeze out the air. So if it is something like a vitamin C serum, then you're not getting it exposed to air.
Yeah.
And voilà, c'est ça. Solved it.
Solved it. Done.
Somebody could take that.
Yeah.
Not Cadence, though. That's our idea.
Good luck.
But yeah, best of luck to you.
Yes.
I hope that they figure out. I mean, like
Yeah.
they're a brand new company, and
Yeah,
I hope
no
they figure
shade to
out
them.
the product.
I think it's a good idea. It just seems like if they're cracking consistently, there's a
That
manufacturing issue.
It's you.
It's you.
It's true. So buy at your own risk. They seem cute. If you buy them, take a picture.
If you have better ones, let us know.
Let us know in the comments because we are doing a travel episode coming
Next week,
up.
watch out. Travel hacks.
All over the place.
I am doing my homework currently.
Same. So if you have travel hacks, let us know.
Please send.
We'd love to hear. How do you bring your things around?
How do you do it?
How do you do it? Anyway, that's the episode.
And we, in case you didn't hear, in case you missed last week, we're doing a big giveaway.
Huge giveaway.
Ginormous.
Do you want to win a product that's literally $650?
It is so worth
It
it.
is just amazing.
If you're lazy about skincare, this is now my new pitch. If you're lazy about your skin routine, because I am, and I can barely deal with any upkeep, this is the product for you, truly.
We got a giveaway for you.
Yeah. That's my pitch.
We are giving away the Tripolar Stop VX Red situation.
It's microcurrent, it's radio frequency, which basically means a little zip zap and a little heat. You use it every other day. It helps with fine lines, texture,
Tone.
all the things that you want. It's supposed to help with.
I like that it works on the like musculature
Yeah.
of your face, which
Mhm.
brings your whole face up,
Mhm.
but it also helps with your actual skin and how
Mhm.
like buoyant and bouncy your skin is and how quickly that recovers. Because if you only work on the muscles underneath, then your skin will just like sag on top of your tight little muscles. You got to do
Aw.
both, you know?
Mm. So, if you
How to win.
Yes, if you would like to win, go to the show notes. Enter your email.
Put in your little email.
Simple as that.
You're welcome.
So easy.
So easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. We'll announce the winner on June 15th, so you have some time. And there's a really good chance you'll win.
Very high. Very high.
Just letting you know. Really, really good chance. And we're also going to give some stuff away to people who don't win.
Also, if you're like, I don't really want that, you could also just submit because you could give it as a gift. This is like a
Yeah.
Cadillac facial tool gift
Yeah.
for anyone in your life who's into it.
Totally. Yeah,
I
you want to impress
mean,
your mom,
hey.
your sister, your sister-in-law, your mother-in-law, your best
Your
friend,
girlfriend.
your boss.
Oh,
If you want to be a little bit of a brown noser,
Oh.
you can do it.
it's pretty nice.
I wouldn't be mad as a boss
Oh.
to get that. Just saying.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week when we're traveling the globe.
Have a good summer.
Don't change.
Or do.
Good For You is produced by yours truly, Wallace Miller Blanchard. Our theme song is by Parallel Dance Ensemble, and our wonderful editing is done by Softer Sound Studio, who you can find more information about at the link in our show notes.